From the Oklahoman newsroom, this is an OSU update. I'm Jenny Carlson here with Scott Wright, OSU football beat writer. And yes, football is back. Spring football starts this week up in Stillwater as the Cowboys have a chance to get out on the field, get some practices under their belt. And while a lot is known about this team, Scott, as we have so many offensive stalwarts coming back, a defense that returns a lot of guys, but there are several players with some things to prove in the spring. Who's at the top of your list among those guys?
You know, a guy that I'm really curious about, a guy that's going to have a lot of opportunity, is Jason Taylor II, Carl Albert product, safety who came in the bowl game and started, played really well, had an exceptional game down in that bowl game at the Texas Bowl. Now you look at what's going on at safety. Jarek Bernard has moved to cornerback to try to help fill a void over there where A.J. Green has graduated. Colby Harvell-Peel still out because of the torn ACL that caused him to miss the bowl game. So now you've got two starters that are vacated in those two spots, and a chance for Jason Taylor II to step in and really make a name for himself and make it hard for the coaches to keep him off the field. He played so well in that bowl game that he's really building some momentum going forward. He showed that he's a guy that has the ability to play at this level. He just has really good players in front of him, and for spring at least, those guys are not going to be in front of him. So this is an opportunity for him to get starter snaps, get starter looks, and have the ability to step forward and show what type of player he can be.
Now, what you've just said reminds me, A.J. Green, no longer playing cornerback for the Cowboys, a guy that has played a lot of games, a lot of snaps. Is that an area where Rodarius Williams is on the other side, but is that other position really up in the air right now?
It really is. Obviously, with Oklahoma State being willing to move Jarek Bernard, who's been a two-year starter at safety, over to cornerback, they've got to, number one, feel comfortable with what they've got at safety. Number two, feel that they've got to get their five best guys in that secondary across the board. And they feel that Jarek at corner could be that guy. They've also got Thomas Harper, who did not redshirt last year as a freshman because they felt that he had the talent to step on the field and compete. He's another guy who's gotten a little bit bigger and is ready to step in and maybe have a chance at that starting job. And then you've got Christian Holmes, the Missouri graduate transfer, coming in the summer. So that position is going to be heavy in competition all the way through until August, unless somebody really steps up here in the spring and just grabs onto it and doesn't let it go.
I mentioned the offense has a lot of known commodities after all those guys that could have gone to the NFL decided to come back, but there are some holes out there to fill. Who on the offensive side of the ball needs to have a good spring?
There are a couple of guys, only a couple of spots to try to do something with, but Rye Schneider, a former walk-on from Minco, a redshirt senior, has been a spot starter the last couple of years. Now Johnny Wilson has gone at center. He's a guy, Schneider could step in there and become the guy as the starter. He's going to be pushed. It's not going to be given to him, but that's a spot that he could really step in and take advantage of the opportunity in the spring to have a starting job by the fall. Langston Anderson at receiver is a guy who could take advantage of another injury because he is backing up Tylan Wallace. Langston Anderson is a guy that Casey Dunn has spotted as someone who could be the next big star to come out of this group and just needs some opportunities, and he's going to get plenty of them at that spot with Tylan Wallace out because of the knee injury. And then one guy that I haven't talked a whole lot about to this point is Desmond Jackson, third string running back, redshirted last year after transferring from junior college. Could have a chance to step in and be one of the other guys along with L.D. Brown to spell Chuba Hubbard a little bit in the fall and give him some extra rest.
All right, lots to pay attention to. We'll be out there following all along. Some coaches that have not talked since changes in jobs. We'll get a chance to talk to them and tell their stories, so you're going to want to stay with us all through the spring. Be sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at Oklahoman.com and every day in the Oklahoman.